What's going on, guys? I hope you're having a great day as usual. The trading day is now over, so we're gonna go ahead and do our market review for today. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of April, and today we had a really double-sided daily candle, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it in the chart. All right, so starting out on the highest time frame, you can see right here that this is our candle, and it was really a candle that didn't have much movement today, but we did have this very big gap that happened today. Me personally, I was expecting us to have a down close candle today to help fill this gap that we had this morning, but it seems like today was just a straight consolidation day, and tomorrow we might have that reversal back down. As you can see, we also have this very tiny fair value gap here that price went up into and then rejected it perfectly. So that, along with this big displacement run right here, I'm expecting us to see lower prices going forward. But at the same time, that can be wrong because, as you can see, we have this low over here that price dropped into and then immediately reversed from. So this just could have been a dip into the liquidity and then a run back up into higher prices. All right, hopping down to the 4 hour, you can see that this was the fair value gap that I labeled out on the daily chart, and then this is the most notable fair value gap that you can see on this 4 hour chart. There's this shift of structure or break of structure right here. We had a dip down into it and then a little reversal, which I take very highly as wanting to go higher prices. But then again, on the daily, I'm really liking how price rejected the fair value gap up here. So we'll most likely see some sort of movement in the overnight hours leading into tomorrow. But for now, I'm very neutral on which way this is going. But now hopping into what actually happened today on the lower time frames, you can see with this red line right here that I've marked out the midnight open. So the midnight open all the way up leading until the 9:30 open, we kind of just had this accumulation, nothing really too crazy, but we did make this high right here, which was really significant this morning in playing the bias for the rest of the day. But as you can see, this little run up right here that happened in about the first 30 minutes of market open was our Judas swing on the day, our manipulation. And then going on for the rest of the day, we had this distribution, a little run back, and then price has been bouncing back and forth, kind of just in a consolidation phase for the rest of the day. Now hopping down to the 1 minute, I'm going to show you guys what my entry was, what pretty much my entire trade was for today. So as you can see, this was that high that I marked out on the 5 minute. This was a very significant high. And as we took this morning, I was looking for some sort of displacement back down, allowing for an entry for us to take this lower liquidity. Sometimes in the mornings, it's unfortunate and price just decides to continue to run higher. I'm not exactly sure why, but that's not really my model. What did play out was my model today, and I'm gonna show you guys where my entry was. So as you can see down here, we have two swing lows, this one right here, and then that one right there. And these two big candles broke that structure and created what is a very tiny fair value gap. You can barely see it right there. And that was my entry on the 1 minute. But I actually did not enter it on the 1 minute. I entered it on the 30-second, and I'm gonna show you that here. Right here, this fair value gap is that exact same fair value gap that I showed you back up on the 1 minute. These were those two swing lows that I showed out. And as price traded up into this, I entered and took profit down here at this liquidity. Honestly, a perfect trade, and it executed immediately. Almost 2 minutes I was in the trade and out just like that. And had really solid risk to reward too. I'm gonna show you that right here. With stops at the recent high and targeting that liquidity, we had a 1 to 2 risk to reward, so that is very good. And then you can see here, these are my executions right at the fair value gap and then right at the liquidity. I did take one more trade, that was during the live stream, but we did break even on that. But overall, it was a great day, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Make sure you tune into the live streams. I haven't had a single viewer yet, which is very disappointing, but I know I will eventually. So stay tuned for the live streams, and I will see y'all tomorrow.